Hello and welcome to this School Cypress tutorial. Today we're going to look at adding a new news post to your website and how we do that, the process of how we do that. Before we add a new news post to your website, we need to prepare the content first. So we'd need to prepare the written content, the images, and any file uploads that we're going to have. So as an example, I'm going to create a post about basketball coaching. And we're going to have a PDF that people can download. We're going to have the content, which I've written. This is on a simple text document. So we've got the title, some intro, some text blocks there, and some other information. I want to create some bar counters and some tabbed areas, tab tips, and some videos and a testimonial quote and things like that. So I've got my written content. I've got my images. And these images have all been sized correctly. So the images that we use on a news post are 820 pixels wide by 460 pixels high. I also have another image which I'm going to use in the testimonial, and I'll show you that later. And in addition to that, I have a music file as well, which sounds like this. It's a bit crazy. I don't know if you can hear it, but here we go. So that's that. So the first thing we're going to do is come to our website, and here's the news at the front end, how that looks, you know, how it's displayed there in this sort of way. And then as stories get older, they come down to this area here, and then people can go to order entries even further if that's what they want to do. But we're going to log into the back end, and then we're going to come over to media and library. And once the media loads in, I want to click on the folder called News Images, and then we just see the images that are for the news. Now to upload items, we can do that. I'm just going to double click on my image folder there, select all of my images, and then drag them over onto the news folder there, and they will upload. Okay, all the images have uploaded there. I also want to upload my PDF file. Now I can put the PDF file in audio files, video and audio, or even I could put the PDF file into download. So it's up to you where you want to put it really, but this PDF file belongs with this news story, so I could put it in here. And what I'm going to do, for this instance, I'm going to put the PDF file in my news folder so I know where it is. And for the audio file, I am going to put that in my audio file here because I know there's not many there. So I'm going to drag my audio file into my video and audio file folder. Okay, brilliant. So everything is there. If I go to my news again, I can have a look at my news. If I decide I want to move coaching PDF, my basketball coaching PDF, into a different folder, I can do. I'm just going to do that. I'll do that. I'm going to drag it and put it into my downloads folder instead, and that will move it away out of that particular folder and into the downloads folder. Alright, so there we are. We've uploaded our images and our media that we want to do. The next thing we need to do is now create a post. So I'm going to come to post and add new. Alright, so if I come back to my content, I'm going to open up my text document here. And so the title is going to be called Get Into School Basketball Coaching. So I'm going to copy that and then paste that in. Now, I tend to, when I copy and paste from another document into a WordPress website, ideally I don't want it to be wrapped in any code. I know that Word notoriously wraps its written content, even though it's a print document, it wraps it in HTML code and it can break your website. So when I copy things, I tend to paste them with Control Option Shift V or Command Option Shift V on a Mac, and that pastes it without any formatting. So that allows us to do that. So I'm going to create a post here. I'm going to put the title in, and let's have a look at some other settings that we need to do here. So if I scroll down on the right hand side here, I'm going to select news because it's going to go into news category. Tags, we do have some tags. I won't assign a tag yet. I'm going to assign a featured image though, so let me select a featured image. I'm going to come to my news folder, and the featured image that I would like it to be is going to be this one. This one looks quite good. These girls are all looking at the camera. Now I've selected the image, and it also shows me that I could add some alt text and a title and a description. It's got the default title, the name of the image. If I was going to do that, I would say here's what I would do for the for this image, and we could apply this to other images, but I'll just do it for this one. So it'll be like girl basketball team, girl basketball players as the alt text, description. Okay, so girl basketball team ready to begin a game. Alright, so that's fine. So I'm going to set that as my featured image. We don't need to worry about excerpt or discussion. So we're going to allow comments if people want to do that, allow pingbacks and trackbacks. Okay, now I'm just going to click on publish. Now publishing it obviously publishes it to the website, and it saves the work at the same time. If you decided that you didn't want this to be published while we're working on it, we can set that. We can change the visibility to private, or instead of published, we can change that to draft. Let me have a look here. Switch to draft. There you go. Too easy. Are you sure you want to unpublish it? Yes, I do. So we're going to unpublish that, and that just creates it as a draft while we're working on it. Okay, so we've added the title, and we've added a few pointers there on the right hand column, and we've set the featured image. We now want to build this using Divi Builder. So I'm going to click on Use Divi Builder, and it will let me edit the post in a visual way using the Visual Builder. Okay. So when the page loads in, it asks you to add a column. It's just reloading again. Sometimes it does that, so I'll just click on restore. Okay, so it adds a column, a default column, and then it will ask you to add a module. So the first module I want to add is a text module. And let me have a look at my intro text. So here is my intro text. Now with the text module, just so I know what I'm looking at, I can click on admin label, and I can put in here intro text. And you'll see why this is relevant in a minute, and I'll show you why I do this. Now I want to add a new text block, so I'm going to click on plus, but I can't see the plus sign because it's sort of hidden away from me there. Let me have a look here. So here, what I'm going to do is click the purple button at the bottom, and I'm going to switch over to wireframe mode. And you can see here, this is the wireframe mode, so I've got a section, a row, and then a module inside that. I want to add another text module. And this text module is going to be called Coaching Basketball is Rewarding. So I'm going to put that as my admin label, so I know what it is if ever I need to flick back into wireframe mode. I'll just copy the text, put that in, and if I come back in the bottom left here and I click back on desktop mode, I will see the design again, and if I scroll down I can see the content there. Oops, where are we? Now if I just come back and edit that, I'm just going to do a quick return, and I'm going to copy the title. So I'm going to put the title in there. Oops. Now remember, Command Option Shift V, or Control Option Shift V, I guess, on a PC. I'm going to highlight that title, and I'm going to make that heading 2, and it will automatically be styled for you. Now that we've got a couple of text boxes in here, I'm just going to click on there, and I can see my plus button now, so I can add my next text box rather. What we're talking here, working as a basketball coach. Okay, let's just copy all that. You can move this settings box around so you can see what you're doing a bit easier. I'm just going to paste in there and remove the bold, and I'm going to make that heading 2. There we go. And if I scroll down, I can see I've got a double space in there, so I'm just going to pull that back up. What's next? Bar counters. Okay, so I want to add a bar counter. So I'm going to click on my previous module there, on the text module, click on the plus button, and now I'm going to type in bar counter. All right. Now it looks a bit rough, well not rough, but it looks a bit unstyled there. Now remember we have presets. Presets are styles that I've applied to all the modules, so you can assign a preset to that. So instead of the default preset, which is bar counters preset 1, we're going to add bar counters school site press SSP. Okay, and that applies a preset to it. So now I've got a few things in here for the bar counters. Coaching helps improve performance. So I've got field goal attempts 25%, shooting accuracy 65%, and free throw goals 85%. So I'm going to click on the module and then click on the gear icon to edit it. And I want to duplicate this a couple of times. And then I'm going to edit the first one. I'm going to call this field goal attempts. Field goal attempts 25%. All right, and if I want to change the color, I can come to design and bar, click on global. I can select from my colors here if I want to, or if I go to saved, I can just click on this here and I can move that up and down and create any color I want if I like, which I'm going to do that. And so the second one is going to be called shooting accuracy. What is that? 65%. I'm going to click on design, bar counter, push that back up and select the color like that. Looks nice. And then the third one, free throw goals. What was that? 85%. Okay. And let me go to my design, bar counter. Let's click on there, push that color up there. Let's have a look. Can I find a nice orange? Oh, that's sort of nice there. I like that. Those sort of colors work together. But obviously you could spend more time doing that if you wanted to. And then just click tick when you're finished. And if I wanted to reposition them, I can do. Obviously I can drag this one up into the middle, to the beginning, and whatever. I'm going to click on tick, or if you wanted to get rid of it, obviously click the bin icon, but it's all pretty straightforward, I think, for editing the bar counter module there. Now let's have a look what else we're going to do. We're going to add some tabs. All right, so let's add some tabbed content. So click on that module there, click on the plus button to add a new module. I'm going to type in tabs. Let's select some tabs. How many tabs are we going to have? 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 3. All right, so I'll just add one more. Let me edit the first tab, and it's going to be called kit. And then here is the text, which will go under kit. And click on tick. Next, edit the second tab. Call this warm up. Copy that text. Click the green tick, and that takes me back here to view all of the tabs. And just click on the third tab. I'm going to call that get in shape. There we go. All right, so those are our tabs there, and I'm just going to click on tick. So again, you can reorder them if you want to. If you want to put get in shape second, you can do, and just by moving it and dragging it around. Then click on tick if you're happy with that. Now just to show you, if you wanted to have the tabs above this one, again you just click on it, click on this drag icon and then just drag it above and move it into position wherever you want it to be. So we can do things like that if you want to. Next thing, we're going to add a testimonial quote. So I just want to add a testimonial module. Testimonial. Okay. Now for the preset, I want to select testimonial SSP. So this is going to be the design that I've done. Let's have a look who she is. Okay, let's call her Julie Smith. Basketball coach. Okay. Akira College. All right, lovely. Let's take the content, the written text, and put the testimonial in there, which is great. Now we're going to, that's for the text side of things. For the image, I'm going to select the image I uploaded earlier. Click on news. Now this image is a squared off image, and you can see it's 480 by 480, and we're going to use her image for the testimonial module. There we go. And all that looks well. Let me just have a look at the text here. I think I might have an additional space. I don't, but anyway, there we go. So that's that. Now if you find that the testimonial with this little icon at the top here is too close to a module which is above it, we can select the module before it, click on the gear icon, come to design, come to spacing, and at the bottom, if I need to add a bit more space, I'm just going to type in 40 pixels there and see what that gives us. And I think that's quite nice. That just gives us that bit of extra space that we're looking for. All right, so let me scroll down. What's the next thing we want to do? A download. We want to add a download PDF. So with the download, I'm just going to click on there, click on the plus icon, and it's a blurb. So what we're doing, we're adding a blurb here for a download. I'm just going to come to my preset, and I'm going to call this blurb download. So this is the preset I'm going to select, blurb download SSP. That will style it for me. Download our free basketball coaching PDF. That can go in there. Coaching drills made easy would go into the text as the description. And image icon, I want to select an image, sorry, an icon rather. And as the download icon, I might select something in a circle. Would look nice, I think. I'll come down here. Let me have a look. I thought there was a little circle with a download. Here we go, that's one. It could be like that. You know, you can select anything that you want. And also with the link, I want to link it to a PDF, some content. So I'm going to select this dynamic content icon. And the type of link it is going to be, I'm going to select media link. So I'm going to click on media. And here, I'm going to select my PDF I uploaded earlier, Coaching Made Easy. And then just click on the green tick. We can have that open in a new tab because it usually loads up a PDF in a new tab. So that's how I'm going to do that. So and then once I've finished with that, I'm just going to click on the green tick there at the bottom. What else do we have? Video links. Okay, let's make a video. I'm going to add one more module here. I think I'm going to add a video slider for this instance. All right, so this is a video slider. So I can add a couple. How many have I got here? 4. I'm going to add 4 videos. Just scroll down so you can see how that looks. There we go. So I've got 4 videos. Now, the first video, let me edit that. I'm going to get rid of that by clicking the bin icon. I'm going to click on Add Video. And then when this page loads in, click on Actions in the top left and then click Insert from URL. And then I'm going to add my YouTube URL. Okay, so that's that one. And then I'll add my second video. Delete the existing one that's there. Click Add Video. Actions, Insert from URL. Add the second YouTube link, which I have. And I'll just do the same for the other two. Now again, you could give these names, because obviously this says new video. It might make more sense if we had a name like admin label, a better admin label like boys playing basketball. If I just apply that, you can see there, and then at least you can see the names of the videos. It makes it a bit easier if you're editing and you need to swap them around. I'm not sure why it isn't loading there. There we go. It might just need G'ing up. It probably would do. Let me just save the page. I'm going to publish this as though it's ready now, and then exit and then have a look. I think that it was probably going to show once I've done that. Yeah, so that looks nice. We've got text, we've got the tabs, we've got the blurbs, and we've got our videos if we want to show our different videos here. Now the one thing we haven't done, and I've uploaded all my pictures, we need to create an image gallery. So let's just get back in there and edit that again by clicking Enable Visual Builder, and I'll add an image gallery. Once the Visual Builder is loaded in, I'm going to scroll down, and I want to add an image gallery after this text block here. So I'm going to click on the text block, click on plus, type in the word image, maybe gallery instead. So let's add a gallery. And what we want to do is add our images. So I'm going to click on Add Gallery Images, come to the News folder. When the images load in, we can select, hold Shift down, and select the images you want to apply. In fact, you just need to click them. You don't need to hold Shift down at all. Let's go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 images there. Okay, just click Select. Okay, now we can set how many images we want to show. So I want to show 8, even though I've only got 6. I'm just going to put 8 in there for now. And for the design, I'm going to select images only, and that only shows images without any title name. So I'm just going to select images only. So I went to presets there and selected gallery images only. If I want to show titles and captions, I can do that. I've got another preset set for you called image spacing, titles and captions. If we set that, we can see that that's how that would look. But I think it's neater without any captions. The images speak for themselves, so I'll just go with that one. And click on the tick there. And again, you know, if you want to move something around, you can do. You can always drag it up into space. Into a different position, but I'm happy with everything that I've got there. Really, I've got my videos and the lot. So once you've finished editing, just click on the purple button here, come over to the bottom right, and then click on Save. Okay, once that's finished saving, what we need to do for every post that we write or page that we create, we want to apply some SEO to that page. It just helps Google know what our website is about, and it helps the overall SEO of our website too. So I'm going to click on the Rank Math SEO icon, and that opens up a little dialog box here. So for the focus keyword, I'm going to make the focus keyword basketball coaching, and then just press return. So that already helps things there, doesn't it? We've got some good stuff there. And then you get some additional pointers that you can do to improve the SEO. Focus keyword not found in metadata description. Okay, well, we haven't applied a metadata description. So if I come back to the top here, I can click on Edit Snippet. There we go. So we've got that. I've tried to get as green as possible. I could add some more here. So, school basketball coaching. There we go. So we're trying to get as much green as possible. Once you've finished editing these boxes, we just close it here at the top. What else could we have? School basketball. Okay, I'm going to click on the box again. I'm just going to add one more keyword phrase. There we go. Anyway, so 69 out of 100 is pretty good. We could probably do a little bit better. I can add some information to an image, or if I just add an image, I guess. So look here. Let me add an image to this as well. So I'm going to click on here, add an image module. Actually, when you add an image, you can come over to advanced and then to attributes, and you can here. If I select the image, so look here, I'm going to apply my style. It's just going to be image SSP. Cool. Then here I want to apply a caption, so I'm going to click add text. And then for my preset, I'm going to select image or video caption SSP. That applies the style, and then also I can edit the content here. Alright, so let's have a look at our math rank. We've got a score of 71 out of 100, which is pretty good. You know, I wouldn't waste too much time on the SEO like that. As long as we do something like that and we get a reasonable score, that's fine. You know, overall, the SEO will help. So I'm happy with everything we've got there. We've got the main image in place, the featured image, intro text, text blocks, image galleries, and it's all good. Now, I'm just going to highlight this here. I'm going to apply an admin label. So I'm going to put image gallery. Now you can see that it could get a little bit tricky trying to drag and drop things around when the page starts getting busy here. And especially if things aren't labeled. So I'm going to add a label here, image caption. Now I want to put my hero image and image caption towards the bottom, so it's definitely out of the way. So what I'm going to do now, come over to the left and click into wireframe mode. Then I can see my modules here, and I'm going to drag my image down, and obviously I want my image caption below my image. Okay, and now you can see the importance of like labeling or applying your admin labels to your modules, so that if you want to edit in a quick way and you've got quite a long document, you can quickly move things around, and it's easier to do this in wireframe mode. So let me come back to the desktop mode. I click in the big computer there. Sometimes if the menu doesn't display correctly over there in the right hand corner, you can just flick between tablet and then back to desktop, and that usually resolves the issue there. And then you scroll down, see everything. It's all looking good. I'm happy with everything there. So I'm just going to click on save and exit the visual builder. And that is how we add a news article to the site. But you see there's lots of modules that you can add, and all the modules have presets as well. So let me do one more thing. One more thing I want to add to this before I exit. I'm going to add a table of contents. So I'm going to click on, let me just do it here. I'll click on plus. I think from here I have a table. Yep. There we go. And you can edit this table content. So I added that from the library. And if I click on that, I can make this settings box bigger so I can see what I'm doing, stretch that out, and I can change the table. So I can edit the title, the row titles, add the content here in the cells. And once you've done that, you can see that that's how the table works. So it will always work and display correctly on a mobile, because the first column is fixed and the other columns scroll underneath it as they scroll by. So let's do this, save it one more time, the last time. Click on save. Once that's finished saving, just come to the top left and click on Exit Visual Builder. And let's check our new news post, which looks pretty good.